Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cafe. I'm Clarence Reynolds.
And I'm Allison Godlove. It's great to be back with you to share all the fun and exciting things that are happening this week.
Let's start off with Amy Sweezy. She is at the Orlando Science Center. Hey, Amy.
Jeff, thank you so much. We just had a behind-the-scenes tour of the Life exhibit. This is the first time that anyone has seen it since you first broke ground.
Yes, you were some of the first people to get back here to see the progress that we have made on the construction of this amazing new exhibit. It is the largest exhibit project we've ever done in our history.
And there are 3 separate areas that we're going to be able to see. Tell me about this.
Yes, yeah, Life explores our world and the animals that we share it with, and it will be through 3 ecosystems: the ocean, the swamp, and the rainforest. So we'll explore these areas with immersive experiences and learn the impacts on these areas and the things that we can do to be better stewards of our planet.
And kids are going to love this. This is interactive. They will actually be able to touch some of the animals.
There are areas specifically set up for engagement opportunities where kids will be able to have these close interactions with animals, but we are using all these animals to educate people about our world, about the impacts on their habitats, and why we, as fellow inhabitants of this planet, need to take care of each other. So yeah, it's all going to be just an amazing experience of wonder and education and inspiration.
And there are some kids in Orange County who don't get the opportunity to get to the ocean or get out in nature as much as maybe they would like. So this is a perfect opportunity for that.
This is a great opportunity to expose our young people to areas that they may not have experienced otherwise. And it's not just like going outside, right? It's going to the beach. Or how many of us get to go to the rainforest, right? Or get to go to the ocean or to the swamp. So it's exposure to these ecosystems that will really raise awareness and change perceptions about what is happening on our planet and how we can be involved to just be better protectors of it.
All right, Jeff Stanford, thank you so much. The Life exhibit at the Orlando Science Center opening in the fall of 2023.
She's never going to want to leave that place.
I know, it's really fun. Well, the last Wednesday of every month, Art and History Museum's Maitland hosts After Hours from 5:30 to 8. Grab a drink at the Cash Bar and enjoy free admission to the Maitland Art Center's current exhibition on January 25th. You can also take a gallery tour with Chief Curator Dan L. Hess. Learn more about the last Wednesday at artandhistory.org.
The Manella Museum of Art is open late the last Friday of every month. So on January 27th, you can get free admission and a cash bar on the patio from 4:30 until 8. This event gives you access to all of the exhibitions, including In Conversation, Will Wilson. It's organized by Crystal Bridge Museum of American Art. Go to manellamuseum.org for more information.
With songs from South Pacific, The Sound of Music, State Fair, The King and I, Carousel, and Oklahoma, the concert series Something Wonderful, The Songs of Rodgers and Hammerstein has something for everyone to enjoy. This concert is at the Orlando Philharmonic on January 28th, and it features Broadway vocalists and narration by Oscar Andy Hammerstein, the grandson of the famed lyricist. Visit orlandophil.org for tickets.
If you'd like a night out on the town, you can plan to take the kids to the Orlando Science Center for Kids Night at the museum. On January 28th from 6 until 10, kids ages 5 to 12 can explore exhibits, experience enhanced programming, and there's even a pizza party. There will be hands-on activities, an interactive live science show, and a whole lot more. This is a very popular event, so you're going to want to go to osc.org to reserve your spot pretty quickly. I had a great conversation with Abby Tran to tell us more about the Florida Symphony Youth Orchestras. Take a look. Joining us now is Abby Tran with Florida Symphony Youth Orchestras. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, great to see you. So tell us about Florida Symphony Youth Orchestras.
Yeah, we started in the 1950s as a youth orchestra because our founder, Alphonse Carlo, noticed that there was a lack of string programming in Central Florida. And so he basically created free private lessons for anyone that wanted to play violin in Orlando, and he would teach them. And after a few years of teaching students how to play violin and viola and cello, he actually was able to create the first youth orchestra in Central Florida. And so over the years, we have expanded. We're now finishing up in the middle of our 66th season, and we have expanded to include jazz as well.
That's fantastic. That's a long time, and how much it's grown.
Yes.
It's become very big. So what are the age ranges for this?
We start at 5 years old, and you can go up to 20 years old. Most age out around 18, but for the few students that want to come back after graduating high school, we do let them come back for 2 more years.
5 years old, that's young.
Yes.
And there are 5-year-olds.
Yes, we do have 5-year-olds. They typically are in our youngest group called Overture Strings. It's a string training orchestra, and we really promote growth throughout the program. And so I was actually I'm an alumni of the program myself. Growing up in Central Florida, I was a member for 10 years, and it's really rewarding to see the students that come in so young start in the very beginning group and then move their way up throughout the 4 ensemble classical orchestras all the way up to symphonic.
So as an alumni, what's it like being a part of it?
I loved being a part of FSYO just because it gave me an outlet for music outside of school. That's one thing that we definitely that sometimes gets misconstrued is we're trying to take people from the school programs. That's not the case at all. It's really, we're here to complement and improve their students even more so they can bring the skills that they learn from our rehearsals on Sundays into the classroom to make even stronger public schools and private school music programs.
Yeah, you're building on what they already have.
Exactly.
Yeah. So talk to me about the process and how you can become a part of this.
Yeah, for sure. It is all audition based. So in early February, we release all the audition music for the upcoming season, and from there, they submit their application and they audition in either April or May. And then by June, they find out their results of if they've been accepted into an ensemble or not. And then we follow the academic calendar. So our rehearsals and concerts run from August until May. And every year at the end of the season, we do require every current member to re-audition. And that's just to ensure the quality of the programming that we're offering.
Yeah. So for people who are hearing this, can they come and watch? Can they be a part of it somehow?
Yeah. We do host a few open rehearsals in the spring just for people who are interested in auditioning and want to see more behind the scenes of what a rehearsal looks like and so forth. Throughout the typical year, all rehearsals are closed except for conductors, members, and staff. But we do host those open rehearsals, and we will have more information about that on our social media and website. But throughout the year, if you want to come to a concert, we perform multiple times every year. We always have a season opener and closer. The opener typically happens in October with a finale happening in May. And throughout the year, we always do a holiday concert. We have at Mead Gardens. We're a huge partner with Mead Botanical Gardens in Winter Park. And we also play at Blue Bamboo, Center for the Arts, and then we play at a few other venues throughout Central Florida.
So plenty of opportunities to come out and to hear some wonderful music. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming by and talking to us about it. Yeah, definitely go check out one of the concerts. There's several throughout the year. And of course, if people are interested in auditioning, go to the website as well. Wonderful. Great.
Everything will be on the website.
Abby, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Now through February 18th, catch the musical comedy Nonsense Amen at the Winter Park Playhouse. Now, this version of the original off-Broadway musical has all the characters portrayed by men. It's described as Mrs. Doubtfire enters a convent. It's the story of the Little Sisters of Hoboken who discover their cook, Sister Julie, Child of God, has accidentally poisoned 52 of the sisters, so they put on a variety show to raise money for their burials. Check out the Winter Park Playhouse for tickets and showtimes.
Was it Miss Scarlet with the candlestick in the study? You can find out at the Osceola Arts presentation of Clue. Professor Plum, Mrs. White, Mr. Green, Mrs. Peacock, Colonel Mustard, and Miss Scarlet are all invited to a mysterious dinner party. And when the host ends up dead, they have to put their heads together to find the killer. And if they can't figure it out, they could be next. Experience the mystery in this hilarious whodunit through February 5th. Go to osceolaarts.org to buy those tickets.
On January 28th and 29th, celebrate the 30th anniversary of Florida's largest Tet Festival at the Central Florida Fairgrounds. There'll be traditional dragon and lion dances, cultural performances, authentic Vietnamese food, fireworks, and lots of activities for the kids. Admission is free. Gates are open from 10 a.m. to 12:30 a.m. on the 28th and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on the 29th.
There are a couple funny plays coming up.
Yeah, really fun.
That will be good to enjoy.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
That'll be very fun.
Yeah, it looks good.
Well, that wraps up this week of events. And if you have one that you'd like to share with us for next month, send us an email at cafe@ocfl.net. I'm Clarence Reynolds.
And I'm Allison Godlove. Remember to join us next week to see what's new and exciting in your community.